Continue this portrait from photo, real-time watercolor painting. I can't remember why I stopped. This was, you could see live streams a couple of weeks ago of this, how we got to this point. And we're still not forgetting about the orange, onion, and cloth, but we're just gonna tiptoe back into this painting, which I didn't really, some things that were bothering me was this here, the eyes. I thought about putting the enamel pen to get the eyes lighter, and but then I just found this white paint, and so using the white paint, I was trying to fix up the cloth there because especially this area was looking terrible. But yeah, I guess it's coming around slowly. So now let's jump into pardon me, this painting. I lost my number 4 and my number 6 brush. I don't know where it went. Honestly, I don't know. So anyway, I've been using this number 10, and I just found this, which is Treacle, my favorite brush, and so this is a travel brush. Let's see about how that is going to perform. So first off is to get a semi-opaque white. The white I found, I didn't know I had a white paint, but I did find this white, and it's called China white, which is more of a translucent white. So, I wish I had titanium white, but I don't. So, the thing about eyes is, despite the, what's this, the reference here, that's got kind of like little violet hints in the eyes, but, basically you usually want to have like a red hint here and some kind of a blue hint. So I'm just going to start with like the blue hint and just see if I can cover this, area where it's the white of the eye. And here it goes. Hey, Nalida Florentine, hi, welcome, and thank you very much for the greetings. So here it goes. I guess I'm going to just start right here. Well, actually, you know what was, this is kind of like, should really go up here. I guess I'm just going to see about getting that doesn't look good at all. All right, let's see. I mean, it's okay, but it really doesn't look good. So let's start that process again. Let's see if we can just go here. We're definitely getting, a nicer thing here. There's a whole lot of paint on that brush, but I'm going to take just kind of, let's see. Okay, that's cool. It looks terrible, but wait. I'm going to try to lift off some of that paint. Hey, I thought I just had a new paper towel, and here it is, I guess. So I'm going to try to get this a better thing happening that's not working. Try to get just a better line there. Still looks bad. That's better. She's got hazel eyes. That's why there's hints of green in the eyes, because that's said to be a good way to get hazel eyes. Now I'm going to just blot the whole thing, get any excess there. Okay, that's cool. And I'm going to just see about, I guess down here is the whitest area of the eye. I'll go here. And some good strong white. That is a really not a very good looking eye. white we're using there. I'm going to try to get a little blue right here. That is really exaggerated. That's a little bit too intense. I'm going to try to make that same blue, but not quite as obnoxious. All right, that's kind of nice. Okay, and so in the interest of having the eyes match, I'm just gonna put that same blue right there. Why not? Um, okay, looks pretty good. Now I'm going to kind of just make this. There's actually no paint on this area right there so far, so that is too much, but I'm going to just blot it up a little. There we go. Now it's more subtle. Well, actually, now it's gone, but whatever. And this doesn't look good at all, so that's better. All right, let's just leave it like that, and then also let's have a similar thing here. Okay, good, and this should not be yellow, so let's go there. That looks terrible. Let's see if we can get a smoother line right here. Okay, that's smoother, and then right here we need to go smoother. All right, that's a little smoother. So really, the this right here should be a shadow, but you know, we're just gonna leave it like that for now. And okay, that's an improvement. Now I'm gonna the tip of the nose. There's a highlight, and I don't know if this is gonna work out. I'm gonna try Hansa yellow and just see if I can get a bright thing right here. Let's see if that works. Not really working. Might be working, I don't know. And I'm very happy with all this stuff, but let's see about just having a thing here, and that should be more of a skin tone. So see if this is more of a skin tone right here. Okay, that's definitely more of a skin tone. I can't really tell if that's it's been a long time since we worked on this particular uh, watercolor. This I think we did a real-time watercolor for quite a probably an hour, 90 minutes. So that's not bad. Let's see if we can just sort of blend this out into. That's cool. I always liked the way that cheek looked. And so this cheek is coming around. This is not really that great, the alleged highlight there. Let's see if I can just go. Get rid of that. Let's try again. Okay, maybe we'll see. Just gonna leave it there. There's a heck of a lot of paint on that, but just gonna leave it there. Likewise down here, let's see if we can go a little bit more pronounced right here in the lip, which I think that's a success. Then we gotta get this shadow right here. I guess you can't really see the picture that good, but you know what they say, I don't want to be showing a bunch of kids' pictures on the internet anyway. So what else is happening here? Well, let me just see if this like comes off, if we could blot up. Okay, so now we blot up at like a negative space type thing there, and then we also got something right here. That's helpful. And now let's see about sort of more of a flesh tone thing right here. That I don't like. It's still there, whatever. See, right here was a highlight. Right here is a highlight. I don't know if I would call that a highlight as far as that paint color goes, but okay. Definitely need to have more stuff happening right here. These lines here is where I thought the mouth was supposed to be, but then changed my mind. Hey, Plague Rat, thanks so much for that compliment. Much appreciated. Hey, I got 4 thumbs up, and so I want to encourage some thumbs up because my live stream record is 8 thumbs up. That was on the apple cut in half. And everybody, don't forget, we're still working on this thing right here, and you know, that's coming back. So I don't know if anybody saw me do the you know, onion, orange, and cloth. The onion is a no confidence onion. I mean the orange. I don't really know how to do an orange very good. All right, so one reason we stopped this painting here was the hair was just going nowhere fast. So why don't we just buckle up and try to hit the hair. So her hair is actually like, you know, a deep golden, I don't know what you call that color, brunette or something. So I have this color here, which is called, what is that? Quinacridone Sienna. I think that's what this color is. A really cool color. We don't want to be using any color straight from the tube, so I'm going to mix that with this other color, which is pretty cool, which is not that. I did have a very organized, oh, okay, I think it's one of these, like Piemontite Genuine, which is kind of a similar color, but leaning deep into red. And so I'm gonna take those 2 colors and let's see what that makes. Here is, so that could be a good neutral hair color, so let's give it a shot. This green here, I don't like that at all. And so let's see if we can just cover the green and see what you get when you have a pleasing brown and you put that over green. So I guess I'm just gonna see this thing like that. This looks good, it looks forward, and this part of the hair is definitely forward. Let's see if we can just get a couple of these. And I think we're kind of high up, and then here we want to just put a, what do you call it, is some kind of foundation. And right here, just for the sake of depth, I want to lean heavy into blue and just go a little blue right there, because I want this to look like it's behind that, and it's, you know, blue is going to look like it's behind a deep red. And so I guess I would call that a success. It would go up a hair just a little bit to have it, you know, some kind of movement or motion or energy, something like that. And then let's try a little right there. I think that's good. I should really try a little bit right here, why not? And then going darker with the same color, I'm gonna go, like, let's say right there. And how is that line? Is it good? I think it's not too bad. And we definitely don't want any lines in our watercolor, but having said that, I just made kind of a line there. But, establishing that chin, I don't, this right here, it seems a bit off too. And I don't like to use the same color in several areas, but since I got such a beautiful uh, color there, I'm gonna just see about establishing that chin line. And that looks pretty good, I guess, kind of. And really, I think the chin comes down more right here, but can't have everything, right? Hey, Owl Claw, thanks very much. Sure appreciate the hello and the compliment. And uh, yeah, I can't draw people either, but I'm trying. And instead of getting a good drawing of people, I'm getting this, which it has some positive stuff happening. So here I'm going to see about. Let's see if we can deepen this thing, and then a little bit here. Like I was saying earlier, that I think the reason I did like this real-time watercolor painting, this subject maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and then suddenly just stopped right out of nowhere, and I don't know why. And I'm thinking it was because the hair looked impossible, which it still does. But just because something looks impossible does not mean that we should not try it, right? Okay, so let me just see about getting something here. That's probably not a good idea, but we just gotta lay down some paint in this hair, right? Let's see about going here. All right, I mean, it's starting to look hairy a little bit. This is more finished looking than this. We got this giant white area that's the paper showing through. I think if we cover that up, we're going to be really going places, right? So what color can we put on that? I would say we want a cool color. Pardon me, a cool color, because warm color is going to come forward, and this is definitely one of the rear areas of the painting. So let's just see if we can just go here with like this and make it just we're going to leave a little white in there, and then let's see if we can get this to just sort of disappear off the edge, so it's not really a noticeable thing. And that does not look too good at all, but let's see about just there. Okay, now we have a little echo of what it used to look like, and I guess we're going to try to get a good kind of Payne's gray, and let's see, this has got like some burnt umber there, and okay, that's cool. Okay, that's good. I mean, it's like a random thing, kind of matches this. If it looks great. Might look pretty shabby, I'm not sure. And then here, why don't we just see about going right here just to connect these two things, these two blotches. Now this area looks pretty sharp. I mean, it doesn't look like hair, but it does look like it has depth and form, which is about the most we could hope for with hair. There is an ear peeking out here, which, is barely recognizable as an ear, and that's something I always look out for when trying to pick a reference photo for painting, is you zoom up on different things and say, like, if you zoom up on this ear, is it going to look like an ear? And in this case, yes, but this ear right here, if you zoom up on it, it's not going to look like an ear. So you got to be really careful as you try to paint it, because if you get it perfect, it's really not going to look like an ear. So anyway, having said that, there is a big red thing right here. Maybe I could put the red thing in, I don't know. And I had started to try to do riveting detail and this area right here, but then I stopped. So anyway, This looks nice anyway. And then we got this white up here. We should get rid of that. And I think I'm gonna go same Payne's gray but lean blue, and just get rid of this whole thing, because that's not a good place to have white paper showing through. Likewise right there. Okay, oh, that's good. The hair is coming along. There's still the whites here peeking out, and I don't want to rush into anything, you know, to cover it up, but we did cover up a big chunk of that paper. And so now, oh, 5 thumbs up. Thanks so much. That's fantastic. My record for a live stream is 8 thumbs up. And so, you know, I'm hoping we could get 4 more likes with the thumbs up. But, you know, I'm grateful for the first 5. Let me tell you that. And I appreciate the, oh, here's a comment that says, I feel like the left eye needs a bit more shine. Yes, that's for sure. The eyes are one of the reasons I stopped working on this painting a few weeks ago. And I'm really debating, like, I got this pen here, like this Posca pen, which I'm very tempted to just put the white of the eyes in with that, because but I don't really like this stuff. I mean, it's like a shiny enamel pen, and it's kind of, you know, it's a multimedia thing, which I'm not really big on multimedia for watercolor. Anyway, so yes, the eyes are a weak area. I definitely agree with you there. And, well, anyway, gonna keep trying here. I think we have advanced the hair, and let's have a look close. That looks pretty hairy. I mean, I'm not really that big of a hair painting pro, but that, you know, is looking okay. I did attempt to put white paint here with tints, and, you know, it's definitely an improvement, but you know, and then as far as these white areas, I don't know, I might just leave them in. This stuff is when I was doing a sketch first with the watercolor, and, you know, thought the mouth was there, and that's why it's got those tiger stripes, but whatever. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna go regroup, and I super appreciate everyone who came by and showed the support and encouragement. So I'll see you on the next live stream. Thanks again.